Thank you for staying with us. This is Carol Parisi with Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net, your choice for the conservative voice, also the place where you can get Bill Zettler's Illinois Pension Scam booklet. Book. I keep saying booklet. I'm so sorry.
301 pages. That's a book.
Jack, final thoughts for today.
Oof. Well, we got Bill Zettler here, and I really admire his ability. You know, he's delved not only into the statistics that we've published for about 15 years about the salaries and pensions, and they were largely ignored by the union and the legislature and so forth, but have now gotten new prominence because of the disaster with the pension pay. But the school system is the worst run organization in the whole state of Illinois, and it's one of the biggest. The biggest chunk of the expenditure in the whole state goes for education, and we're getting lousy education. I went to 3 grammar schools and 1 high school in Chicago. I'm a product of the system. Thank God I finally got to Oak Park High and got to a good school. But these schools have been bummed for a long time, and on an international scale, they stink. The costs in Illinois are much higher than in most other places, certainly than Wisconsin and so forth. And it's ripe for reform. But Bill Zettler has not only mined all of that information in the TRS system, Teachers Retirement System, where they do tell the truth so far, but he's mined also off into the stuff that's written by the people that figure how pensions are paid. What do you call that stuff?
Actuaries.
The actuaries.
Right.
But he can actually stick his snoot into the complications that come in there. Just amazes the talents of this man. And what he has done is a public service for the whole state of Illinois.
And the nation.
And the nation. Everybody ought to stand up and give a cheer for Bill Zettler.
Now, Mr. Brown, you were saying something during the break.
He does get we're publishing this through our championnews.net radio program and organization. But Bill Zettler gets a fee for having written this lovely book.
Yes, I did.
So buy a book and give Bill a little payment.
Now, Michael Brown, you were saying something during the break.
Well, I just found it interesting that, you know, they know the pension problem is severe. The unions do. Yet they don't contribute a dime to the teachers' retirement system. But more importantly, you know, as we've talked about this, I've realized that the teachers' union has done everything they could to cut off the taxpayers from engaging in debate, to the point where some school boards can jack up property taxes without a referendum. So my thoughts that I want to share with the viewers...
That sounds impossible, but it is true.
My thoughts to the viewers is this. You've got the largest lobbyist group in Illinois with a lot of politicians in their pockets, and I can promise you they are pushing them to come after your money, to come after the taxpayers' money.
Well, Mr. Zettler, real quick, any final thoughts before we sign off here for today?
The only solution to the Illinois pension problem is to retire the pension systems. We have to go to a 401k, defined contribution kind of plan. That is the only way. The system is so corrupt it cannot be reformed, and it will not be paid.
Well, thank you for being with us, and thank you for listening to us and watching us here on Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net. We are your choice for the conservative voice. You will be able to catch us here every Sunday at 8 a.m. on AM 560. That's WIND, Champion News, your choice for the conservative voice. Make it a great week. And Jack,
get involved in the Republican Renaissance PAC and get involved with the Tea Party people and just get plain involved and chase.